we also are able to get 100% placement every year after year. There has been a consistent rise in the salaries as well over the years. Now we are also writing a contract with various MOUs with various universities across the world where we will be sending our students on electives and they can go there, study and come back and they will get credits for it. Till last year we were taking the whole MBA core cohort to Dubai. So,
the entire cohort?
Yes, entire cohort. So it was 360 students who used to go with us, and university is spread across various acres of land. And it is lush green. We have a beach, we have also a mountain range,
Wow.
we have a forest, we have a trekking, hiking rails. I always say to the students that this is a living in resort.
Yeah.
Your rest all thing is free.
Hello guys, I am with the Director of TAPMI Manipal, Professor Rajeev Kumra sir, and he's been with TAPMI Manipal for 1 year now. And as far as I know, the campus is doing a lot of new things. It has launched a new program called MBA in Technology Management, which I've already made a lot of videos about. And I'm going to ask him what is his vision for TAPMI and a lot of good things about what TAPMI is doing in this space. But before that, sir, if you could tell us about a little bit about yourself and your introduction.
Yeah, well, my name is Rajeev Kumra, and I'm very privileged and honored to join TAPMI 1 year back, which was in January 2024 of this particular year. And as you may be knowing, that my background is from IIMs. I worked for very long years at IIM Lucknow.
Okay.
I was the Dean of Noida campus, and prior to that, I was Dean International at IIM Lucknow, Noida campus. And prior to my IIM stint, I was with IIM Indore. Apart from that, as far as my teaching career is concerned, I have taught in more than 6 countries, which include Keller Business School, US, also MIP Politecnico, Italy, Ketch Business School in France, and so on and so forth. And apart from that, I have trained 5,000 managers. I have been working with various companies as a consultant. To be precise, more than 26 companies I have consulted. Other than that, I have been awarded as best faculty for 11 years in a row.
Wow. What do you teach? In which area?
I am basically from marketing, and I usually teach applied marketing strategy, but I have taught almost all courses. Prior to my academic experience, I was with the industry for around a decade or so.
Great, great. So, sir, you said that you have a background from the IIMs. You were also in IIM Lucknow's Noida campus, what you're saying. What's your vision with TAPMI? It's also established B school. So my first question is, what's your vision for this B school now?
Well, TAPMI, as you are rightly saying, TAPMI has a legacy, and TAPMI is a quite old school because it came into existence in 1980. So it is already at a good standing. So my vision is to make it grow bigger. In a way, for example, it has to be having internationalization focus. So we are trying to write various MOUs, and TAPMI has got merged with MAHE. MAHE happens to be a Manipal university. So we draw from the strength of MAHE. MAHE has 250 universities MOU, and we have also written with 11 universities. So internationalization happens to be our focus. We already have 2 accreditations, which is we call as double crown school, which is AA, CSB and AMBA.
Okay.
We are also looking for EQUIS, which we will have happen by 2023.
Only few B schools have that accreditation.
Yes, we want to be a triple crown school. Then we want to work on cutting edge. Why? Because we are part of a university, so we want to draw on the strength of it. So cutting edge as in NEP also promotes interdisciplinary courses. So we are planning to launch this year MBA AI and DS.
Yeah.
But it is going to be very different compared to the other programs. Why? Because it will be in collaboration with MSIS, which happens to be a technology partner with us, which is another very strong school of Manipal University.
Okay.
So they will bring the technology piece, we'll bring the management piece, and that's how we'll co-create MBA AIDS.
Understood.
Apart from that, we are also looking for focus on research and academic rigor. So these are going to be the key forward, and all this, of course, results into a better placements.
Perfect, perfect. So you mentioned about MBA in AI, artificial intelligence and data science. There's already an MBA in technology management course as well. Now my question is, of course, TAPMI is at a place where people want to apply to it. But how does one go about choosing which specialization does one apply to when you have so many of them?
Yeah, so MBA technology is usually suited for those who are based out of Bangalore and is also looking to upgrade their skills after some years of experience. Whereas MBA AI and data analytics is a very focused program on artificial intelligence and data analytics. And it is slightly different than MBA Tech because we have a 6 months of course, which is 6 months of internship, which will happen. So that make it distinctive.
Achha.
And plus we will have courses which are co-curated and co-delivered by our another school, which is very strong in technology. So that's where the differences come. Whereas MBA technology is purely for various other roles of technology, which can be product management to project management and various others.
Yeah.
But AI and DS is highly focused on the cutting edge AI applications in management.
We've covered that in detail. We have a video on MBA in technology management and AI and data science. If you want that, you could watch it. It's wrong to categorize B schools, but TAPMI competes in a space where a lot of other B schools are also there, but they've not been in existence for a long time. So, in a time, if someone is confused about why should someone choose TAPMI, why TAPMI is the right college, whether he wants to apply for marketing, for which you have a course, for finance, for which you have a separate course, or a general MBA, what should be your answer for that?
It's very simple. I can answer it in a very clear-cut way. The school, which include TAPMI or for that matter any business school, can be assessed on multiple parameters. Any prospective student should assess it on multiple parameters, and few of them can be what is the quality of the faculty, how old is the school.
Yeah.
So if you look at the quality of the faculty, we have a mix of industry and research oriented faculties. So we have faculties who have worked in industry for quite long period of time. Plus we have faculty who are coming from IIMs and is highly focused on research. Then because of our academic rigor, we also are able to get 100% placement every year after year. And our graph shows that there has been a consistent rise in the salaries as well over the years. Another thing which any student should look is how old is the school. We came into existence in 1980, so that makes us one of the legacy schools.
Yeah.
How does it translate to a current student? Because he can have a great learning from the alums. There will be a great network, and any school backbone happens to be alum. So that is another advantage of ours. And TAPMI is a part of Manipal University, which itself is a very big ecosystem.
Yeah.
So because of all these factors, I think TAPMI will outshine. And not only this, last but not the least, other than normal MBA core, we have various sectoral MBAs.
Yeah.
So if some student is very clear in his career path ahead or has already an experience in some particular field, be it a finance or marketing or HR or for that matter international businesses or AI data analytics, then he can pick up a course from the day one, which is a sectoral program courses. So because of these MBA sectoral programs, the students are getting a very niche kind of profiles. Because companies come with a clear head that here is a sectoral program, this guy has gone under intensive training of 2 years in this particular area.
Yeah.
As in, for example, if financial guys are coming, so they are taking those, and we encourage our students to undergo CFA, for example, in a BKFS program.
Wow.
So, and we pay a fees for it.
Okay.
Similarly,
You
for
pay the fees for the CFA for students?
Yeah, we do pay.
Okay.
For
Wow.
them.
Okay.
So henceforth, because of that reasons, we have multiple students who are having a dual micro credentials from the industry,
Yeah.
which we encourage them to do. And because of that, they are getting a very high level of roles, be it investment managers, financial analyst. So, or for example, if you look into marketing, they are getting very niche kind of profiles.
Yeah.
Be it brand managers are being picked up. Then they also pick them for a very specific niche roles in sales in FMCG
Yeah.
sectors. So those things are what is making it distinctive. One thing very important about TAPMI is the life at TAPMI, which make us distinctive compared to the other business schools. Because TAPMI is, as I said, is uniquely a part of MAHE, which is a Manipal University. And anyone who have visited this particular place will know that this is a very unique kind of university because it's a university township. So you'll see that the township is in and around the university, and university is spread across various acres of land, and it is lush green.
Yeah.
It is in Western Ghats, and more importantly, the life is very beautiful there because the cohort which they will see in the town average age is around 19 and a half years.
Okay.
So, and then they are going to meet the students of various other cohorts, such as they will see a doctors, they will see engineers, and they will see also hotel administrators.
You have a beach also nearby? If I'm
Oh yes, we have a beach. We have also a mountain range.
Wow.
We have a forest. We have a trekking, hiking rails. So if someone is a nature lover, there is nothing like that. And on the lighter note, I always say, if you are spiritual, Udupi is a town, and if not, Manipal is a town.
Wow.
So this is having a real good student life in and around, and we have various clubs and committees, cultural clubs, various committees, various events keeps on happening. We have various standalone flagship brands
Okay.
such as QOTB, which is a quiz on the beach.
Okay.
This is a all India competition brand.
Quiz on the beach.
Yes, it happens on the beach. The final happens on the beach, and most importantly, the teams are drawn across the India. It is a very popular, and then we have brand scan,
Okay.
wherein our students get engaged with the company and they do projects on the marketing side, and then they make the presentation and they do mela kind of a thing to collect the feedback of the customers. So like this, we have Atharva, which is also our festival, which happens. Plus, we have a sports committee. We have Marina, which is one of the state-of-an-art gym and various other sports facility within, I think it is 150,000 square feet, and it is spread on various floors,
Okay.
if I'm not wrong.
Wow.
So
You have this inside the campus?
yeah, near to the campus. It's a part
Okay.
of, because we are part of
Okay.
university, so we
Perfect,
have
yeah.
access to everything.
Sure.
A campus has a smaller gym, but then
Yeah.
anyone can become a member of Marina,
Okay.
and we have students who go to Marina
Okay.
and enjoy the sporting facilities there. So we have various good life there, that I can say about TAPMI. Plus, because we live in a university ecosystem, so one can draw from interdisciplinary knowledge as well.
Perfect. You mentioned about alums, and you also mentioned that the program TAPMI started in 1980s. So now it's been more than 40 years. To talk to me and help us understand about how you connected with the alums, what are the probably activities that you execute with them, and how does it translate into not just placements but also better industry exposure?
Yes, so I'm very happy to share with you that being a legacy school, we have our alums which are in various senior positions. They're not only in industry, but they're also entrepreneurs and also in NGOs, in government organizations. Approximately 20% of our alums are in the senior most positions. When I say senior most position, it means C-suite positions. And because of that, it helps us a lot at multiple levels, at the institute level, at program level, and at the pedagogy level. Let me explain you. For example, at the institute level, we have advisory boards. So we invite our alums to be part of the advisory boards. At the program level, they help us structure the program, that what are going to be the courses, what is industry relevant, what should come, in which particular intensity it should come, how many hours it should be taught. Then comes at the pedagogy level, wherein they come and help us do the guest lectures, deliver. This is from the pedagogy and academic point of view, but from the other perspective, from the students also, they help in one way. For example, they mentor them. We have a mentor-mentee program here, so in which they become the leader, and we attach them to the senior.
This is for every MBA sectoral program?
Yes, MBA
Okay.
sectoral programs where we attach them, and they get guided by those alums. Plus, we have various other programs in and around it where the personality development of the student happens with the help of alums, such as Disha, wherein we have a guest lectures where they specifically come. They don't talk about academics, but they talk about what is the industry relevant practices, what is happening in the industry, and how they need to prepare themselves for the future ready roles as a manager. So henceforth, the involvement of alum is at a wider scope, and they are involved in almost every aspect of the school, and that's
Perfect.
what gives us the biggest strength.
So currently the market is in a very tough shape. It's been tough for almost all B schools to place their students. So how is TAPMI ensuring that students get the right corporate opportunities?
As we have a very different vision. When we look at the industry interaction or the corporate relations, what we say, it is just not a one-time intervention with resulting into a placements. It is a year-long process, because we believe that they are just not here for placements. They are our equal partners.
Sure.
Henceforth, we have various activities which go across the years, which includes not only trying to help them do executive education, do consulting, but also they are involved with us on live projects. They're also involved in PPOs, they're involved in guest lectures. As I said, they're also involved in curriculum development. Plus, we have requested our faculties to have at least 20% of their course, which is being taught by the guest faculties from the industry.
Okay.
So, various activities which we do around the year, which involves industry closer interaction, and many of our faculty, including us, keep on going to industry and discuss and talk on the relevant industry trends.
But you settled in Manipal, the campus, the main campus. How do you ensure then that you have the right physical, interactions if you have them?
That is very easy because we have seen from the past trend, because we have seen a consistent 100% placement, and because of
Yeah.
that we have a deep relationship with the industry.
Yeah.
And many industries and many companies have been coming back again and again, year after year. And Manipal is very well connected, by the way. On the contrary, I say that recruiters find it a best place to come
Yeah.
because it is in green, serene area.
Yeah.
So they in fact love to come from the out of the hustle bustles of the city. That is what is the major attraction for us. So location is not a disadvantage for us at any way. On the contrary, we have seen that the result shows. For example, if you look at the placements, it has been 100% consistently throughout the year. And we have seen a phenomenal rise in the placements happening across various courses. For example, MBA, which is BKFS, has around 14.74 as a median salary.
Yeah.
Last year it was slightly dip in the market condition, as you have rightly said. So we have also seen a bit of a dip, but it was 13.55 lakh rupees. And we are honest about our salary structures. Plus, we have seen that every year there is a consistent rise and 100% placement happening. So we are able to have a very good relationship with the industries.
I've myself been into the Manipal campus. Now I'm in the Bangalore campus right now. Both campuses are very green. Especially the Manipal campus, I must say, I didn't know that you have such a green campus and such a big campus, because I've not seen much of the videos, but I totally understand, and I've been there, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah, on the lighter side, I always say to the students that this is a living in resort.
Yeah.
Your rest all thing is free.
So I have one more question. You said you're from the IIMs, and I know one thing that the IIMs do is a lot of people go on exchange, where they also go to Europe, and they see and understand another culture altogether. But it also helps them in their personality development. Do you have something like that for TAPMI as well?
Yes, I fully understand and appreciate what IIMs are doing, and henceforth we also have the similar internationalization at our place, because this gives them the cross-cultural understanding and appreciation for the other cultures, and they became a global managers. Because of that, we have various other things. For example, we have international immersion, in which our students go to various countries and get immersed. Now we are also writing a contract with various MOUs with various universities across the world, where we will be sending our students on electives, and they can go there, study, and come back, and they will get credits for it. Plus, it is too early to say, but we are also in a very advanced talks to write for a joint degree or dual degree and twinning programs with leading universities across the world.
I know you are managing things at the top of the chain, but do you have any idea as to how many students from probably one program go on exchange, and probably which are the countries or universities where they go to?
Till last year, so we are changing the format. Till last year, we were taking the whole MBA core cohort to Dubai. So,
the entire cohort?
Yes, entire cohort. So it was 360 students who used to go with us. And this year also we are going. But
for how many days?
For around a week or so.
Perfect.
So, but now we are changing the format. As I said, we are trying to give them electives offering by various universities. So we are slightly
so a
changing
bigger exchange program.
Yeah. So we will change the format now.
Cool. Even we went to Dubai as part of. So I've done my MBA from IIM Visakhapatnam, and even we at that point of time were going to Dubai for a 2-week similar kind of an immersion. So one more question. This is a little technical. I know you've just joined TAPMI, but what I was seeing was until 2013, TAPMI's placement reports were audited, so they were very true, and there was a stamp to it. What is the state now? Are your placement reports and salaries as authentic as they were?
That's a very interesting point. I think we should seriously deliberate upon this, and we should do an introspection, because we have been honest in our reporting. If last year, for example, if you look at our placement salaries, you will see that there was a dip, and we have reported as it is.
Yeah.
So yes, we should get a stamp of approval from the third party, which can be through some auditing agencies, as what is being done by IIM Ahmedabad and others. Yes, we will consider it for sure.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. as a parting note, if you want to, because you are the man who leads all of TAPMI's programs, and this is the time when people will be applying to these programs. If you have a message that you want to circulate to the aspirants.
I think it's a very good place to learn. It is just not any other business school. It is a home for you, and we connect very deeply with our students, and we believe in holistic development of the students, which is just not limited to academics rigors, which of course we have, but also holistic development of the students. So if you are not just looking for a job, but for a career and a second home, TAPMI is the right place.
Perfect.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.